How the devil are we? So, we're looking at apparently a skeleton that was found in Japan. It's supposed to be alien, possibly not. Let's have a look.
It's January 17th, 2019. Art student Kohei Katawaki says he is hiking through the dense woods near his home in Chichibu City, Japan, when he comes upon a figure that is totally alien to him. The footage and photos show what looks like the skeletal remains of some creature.
Christ, can you imagine just walking through the woods and stumbling upon that? I'd be out of there. Be like, shit, if that's a skeleton, what did it look like when it was walking around? Is there another one? Get out of there.
But what? As we zoom in for a closer look, we can see it has strange, long, twisted talons. Its
A bit like me, actually. I'm sure I've got carpal tunnel syndrome.
spine is severely bent with a bone structure that looks almost bird-like. But then there's the head, which is more square-shaped, which conjures the image of
That looks familiar. That looks really familiar. Where have I seen that from?
My master, Sauron the Great, bids thee welcome.
Hollywood extraterrestrials. And we see 2 rows of yellow humanoid-like teeth. It's no wonder Kohei was compelled to post the video online.
Got more teeth than me. I am British. We can't get dentists over here.
Obviously, one theory about this thing is that it is not of this world. There are things about it that are very ET by way of a giraffe. It does sort of have the head shape that a gray alien might have.
As we mentioned earlier, gray aliens are the most frequently cited extraterrestrials in reports
Is that wearing, like, underpants? Is that got underpants on?
of close
Or is that just me?
encounters and abductions, such as the famous Barney and Betty Hill abduction claim from 1961. They described grays as having small, hairless humanoid bodies with large heads and black eyeballs. These remains fit that description somewhat, but there are other possibilities as well.
Maybe this creature is the result of radiation fallout.
Christ. If radiation fallout can do that, I would not want to go to Chernobyl. Christ knows what's walking around there.
Japan was the site of 2 nuclear detonations in World War II, and more recently there was the 2011 Fukushima nuclear disaster, which was rated a number 7 on the International Nuclear and Radiological Event Scale, which was the same as Chernobyl.
Someone let me know in the comments if they've seen any movies or documentaries about the Fukushima 50. Apparently there were 50 workers that went in to control the stem of radiation and basically get the situation under control. I mean, they're heroes, absolute heroes. I imagine, though, the health conditions can't be good. I've not really heard anything more about it. I need to look into that.
A lot of speculation on this one. There was even buzz that it was some kind of biological experiment gone wrong. The obvious explanation is that it's a hoax, but gray alien sightings are always a hot topic. So we'll give this figure its day in court.
I love that. They'll give anything its day in court, but I wonder, if they already know what it is? Sometimes I just think, yeah, it's filler. We've got to do some filler. Let's go and find something that wasn't even really a hoax, and we'll shove it in there, do some analysis, come up with some wild theories, and then say, oh yeah, by the way, it's a hoax.
First, we take the footage to anthropologist Kathy Strain, who has researched accounts of gray aliens. So how does this corpse compare?
When people talk about the grays, they usually bring up that there's little ones and there's big ones. And the larger ones have very long necks and they're very skinny. And this doesn't
I mean, there's long necks, and then there's that.
really look like that because the proportion with the long neck and the head isn't correct for it to be one of the taller grays. The legs should be much, much longer. The arms should be much longer. Everything should be scaled upward and so.
Can you imagine what kind of life that would be? Your head's wobbling around like this because your neck's massive. Your arms are like dragging along the floor. Feel sorry for Stephen Merchant now.
Jimmy the Purr
Wait,
and the Odd Monster.
Oh, bloody hell. What's the weather like up there?
Oh, I've heard that before.
The parents put you in a grow bag when you were little, did they?
That's our old one.
Let's grow ourselves a big, lanky, goggle-eyed freak.
All right, calm down, mate. There's no need to get offensive.
No, it's just...
Eyes.
What about the nuclear radiation theory?
The chances that the skeletons are still out in the wild is unlikely.
Raccoons eat dead animals, and they are so prevalent in Japan, their overpopulation is causing a national hubbub. In the past decade, the country's raccoon population has tripled. Strange says any corpse decomposing in the woods outside Chichibu since the 2011 Fukushima disaster would have been picked apart by wildlife scavengers.
Yeah, I mean, I would not like to be eaten after I'd died by raccoons. Maybe I'd give a raccoon superpowers, or if it ain't me.
Creepy little beast! Oh, yeah.
And she points out something else that bothers her.
Its eye sockets are too small to actually have an exterior eyeball. You may be born without physical exterior eyes, but you would still have human-sized eye sockets below the skin.
The eye sockets on this creature are small, but they appear too tiny even for a creature with microphthalmia.
I don't know, it looked in proportion to me.
Biologists
I suppose the socket's got to be wider because the eyes would be smaller. Yeah, maybe.
Floyd Hayes is also skeptical that these remains ever belong to a living being.
There are ways in which we could change the morphology of animal, typically by...
I like this guy. He seems to have been... He always comes on and goes, yeah, I don't think it is. I did a video about a undersea alien egg. And he was pretty much straight away, yeah, don't think it's aliens, to be honest. Or a Tic Tac.
giving it an extra limb or a digit or even a head. But to get something to change so dramatically, like the entire head shape, so it's sticking out on both sides or a much longer neck, that's much more difficult to do.
Hayes is left with one remaining possibility.
It's a fake!
I believe this is a hoax.
Given that none of the theories seem to hold up, we tracked down Kohei in Japan. And when pressed, he admitted the alien corpse is a project he created for his studies at Tokyo University of the Arts.
It says when pressed. They'd be like, oh, did you make this alien skeleton? They'd be like, yes. Yeah, I made it. It was a project. I made it. I didn't even pretend to hoax it. I just uploaded the video. Someone then took that video, uploaded it on YouTube, and said, oh, look, I've come across an alien skeleton. It wasn't me who even hoaxed it.
それも、その父親の買ってきたその本っていうのもインスピレーションの一つにあると思いますし、絵本がインスピレーションのもとに結構いっぱいあるのではと思ってまして、やっぱり心のどこか 1%、2% では本気で、宇宙人とかってやっぱいるんじゃないかなって
2% so specific.
信じてるんですよね。なので
So, mystery solved. This was a clever hoax. Exciting as it may be to imagine stumbling upon an alien skeleton during a...
I mean, it looked pretty good. I'll be honest. I don't know what the texture felt like. I mean, one of them going, oh, touch it, Gerald. You know, like a couple hiking through the woods. Touch it. I'm not touching that, Martha. Touch it. As soon as you touch it, it's made out of plastic. It's a fake. Look, kick it. It's making a plastic sound.
hike in the woods, this figure just doesn't cut the mustard.
Doesn't cut the mustard with me, but to be honest, it looked pretty good. From a grainy video, at least. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. See you on the next one.